There were lots of other tablets before, but this was the first one that really caught the attention not only of the public, but it caught the attention of the publishers who thought, finally, this is a way for us to publish digitally. Now again, Steve Jobs only wanted it done on his terms. He wanted to keep the subscription information, which is very, very valuable to publishers, and he wanted to keep it for himself, and he had very particular ideas about what you could and couldn't publish, and a lot of people were, crying censorship and saying, why should we have to do this the way Steve Jobs does? And I think they found out in the end the way the music business did, because you have to do it the way Steve Jobs does, because he's that insistent a figure. And he has figured out a way to turn the tablet into a popular mainstream device. And so if you want to reach those people, you had to go through Steve Jobs. The one area of media that's been able to kind of resist giving over so much control to Apple has been television. I think there's good reasons for that. Apple is still a player. They put out Apple TV, which is a kind of way to get the internet on TV. But, when you're taking on Time Warner and Cablevision, and they have their own interests in this, that's a pretty tall order. Those people already have lines in every home in America, or virtually every home in America. But still, when you look across the broad sweep of his career, his influence in media, I would argue, in the last 10 years has been equal, if not greater, to his influence in technology. A lot of people compare him to Edison, forgetting that Edison actually wasn't that good a businessman. I always thought a better comparison was David Sarnoff, who was the driving force behind RCA. Sarnoff was the one who wanted to put radios in everybody's houses. And then after he did that, he knew that he had to feed material into those devices to make people want them, and that was the basis of NBC, first on radio. He did the same thing on TV, and then he did the same thing on color TV. It's that kind of combination of hardware and software that really transformed the media business then, and I think Steve Jobs, particularly in the last 10 years, has played that role as well.
Welcome. There we go.
And educators at Manhattan's Baruch College explain how physically challenged students find freedom in the products Jobs helped create.
It's very, I would say, moving to be able to use mainstream technology. I've been blind now for about 10 years. I use everything from the iPhone to the Mac to the iPad to even Apple TV, which all have accessibility features built into them. And it's kind of unprecedented because you don't really see that in other operating systems. I really love technology, and it's really great to have access to it, to the same technology that everybody else has.
27% battery.
Not too, I have 27% battery left. As a community, I don't think we're used to accessibility being part of the development of a product. We're used to it being an afterthought or a sidebar or an add-on.
Previous track. Play.
I can press play. For mainstream technology to have accessibility included is a very, very big thing in our community, and I think it can only get better from this point forward.
2011/10/grocery goes high tech.
Okay, that's lovely. The iPhone, it's a game changer. I mean, everything is literally at my fingertips. I'm really pleased that Mr. Jobs, saw the rightness, if you will, and the fairness and the equality in putting voiceover into these devices, the iPad, the iPod, the iPhone, that kind of thing. So I can pick up any of those devices, turn voiceover on, and start exploring.